Boom. You put something down. It's like white or gray. What is that you put down right there on the counter?
Looks like a money bag.
Where's the money? And you come back out and you throw the money bag on the table. Well, one of two things have just happened.
Being a manager comes with responsibilities, but some high-level managers sometimes abuse their positions and steal from their employers without getting caught. But what happens when these supposedly trustworthy managers are dumb enough to get caught stealing on the job?
And that they have video surveillance of you folding money in your hand, and instead of putting it into money counter, you slip it into your pocket. Well, today you are going to be placed under arrest.
Okay. Is it safe to say that most of this money is from Target?
Here are a few instances when dumb managers get caught stealing on the job. We begin with a newly appointed Target store manager who thought his new role would shield him from the law after stealing thousands of dollars.
Hey, Cameron, you've been so honest with us. Is there any money in your wallet that belongs to Target?
Just the big bills.
$5 and $100 bills? Hold up, Cameron.
On the 19th of December 2023, police officers responded to an unusual call from a Target store about an employee who took advantage of his new managerial role to pull off a string of very shameful operations.
How you doing?
It looks like we're getting another 3 Bravo. 563.
Target kind of briefly informed me of what was going on today. And in order for me to talk to you, I need to read you your rights, alright? Have you ever been arrested before, sir?
Yes, sir. 1051.
Alright, sir, so you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? Anything you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to have an attorney present now or at any time during questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you without cost. Do you understand that? If you talk to me, you have the right to stop answering questions or speak to an attorney at any time. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. With your rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me today?
As shocking as it already was that the person in charge of managing the store was the one mismanaging it, this subpar example of a manager just kept making outrageous confessions without any hint of shame.
I was notified by Target that apparently over the course of your employment, there's a lot of cash registers that were turned up short, and that they have video surveillance of you folding money in your hand, and instead of putting it into money counter, you slipped into your pocket.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a reason why this was happening? Are you?
It was just like financial hardships.
Okay.
And then it turned into a bad habit that should have subsided long ago, or never even started. But yeah, that's all it stemmed from.
Okay. Do you happen to have a problem? Because we do have we have programs to get people help that are addicted to.
Nothing addictive.
Okay.
Nothing serious like that. Just needed to get out of a hole, and then it stuck with a bad habit, really.
Okay. Do you roughly know about how much it's been going on for the past, almost a year or 6 months?
I believe it was 6 months since I started. That's when I bought my house. That's when I needed to finalize some things that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you got how much money, roughly?
They're estimating 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it might be a little bit more than that? Because I know it's about 10,000 only in the last 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, the last
Wow.
30 to maybe 90, 30, I would say 30 to 60 days is about just over $9,000.
Wow. Yeah. Not that I'm aware of. Like I told them, I when I receive it, I spend it on like materials and stuff because I'm remodeling my house. So
Okay.
nothing that I'm aware of.
Okay, understandable. You married, sir? Any kids?
Just engaged. Got kids. Yeah.
Okay, how many kids do you have?
Technically 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Biological or?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You have anything you'd like to add?
No.
For some reason, he thought it was a really awesome idea to steal from his employers in a workplace littered with security cameras and an ever-vigilant loss prevention team. At this point, there was more than enough evidence to nail him, and things were about to get pretty bad for him.
All right, sir. Well, today you are going to be placed under arrest. Okay, you'll be able to bond out of the jail, and then from there, it's with your attorney, speaking with the state's attorney and Target on working out some type of agreement in order for paying back, and you can go and see what the charges are going to be.
Sure.
Okay, they could reduce the charges, they can drop the charges as long as most likely the money is paid back to Target, and Target agrees to accept the money before it goes to trial, then they can always drop the case with the state's attorney's office. Okay, so that's something you can definitely work out. All right, do you have any questions for me?
No, sir, no.
Do you have any questions for Target?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so you do understand you are fired from the store?
Yep.
Okay, did you trespass from the store?
Yes.
Okay, and you are being trespassed from the store as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that means you cannot come back to the store property unless you actually speak with somebody from the store and then they lift it. But in order for them to lift it, they have to contact us because it's going to be documented that you are trespassed. Okay, so
From just this location or every
Yes.
location?
This location.
okay, yeah. So if you'd like to come back to this Target, then you make sure you get in touch with management, and management has to call us to cancel the trespass.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
sir. That's fine.
Can you look at me real quick? I need a picture for the trespass.
All right, come on, stand up for me. Do you have any? Well, before you, do you have anything in your pocket you'd like to take out? Do you have
I just got keys and a phone and a wallet.
key phone wall? Okay.
You can take it out.
No knives or anything?
Nothing harmful.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna take out this watch, okay? So that way we have some room and you're not getting cut off circulation, okay?
And it doesn't damage your watch.
Thank you.
No.
Okay.
Place the back of your phone's going right now.
Check those pockets real quick.
Yeah, I wait for gloves.
Yeah, no
I got
problem.
nothing gross in there.
No, you just listen. In this line of work, you've seen it all. I just don't put my hands in people's pockets till I got gloves on. Oh. Just walk front, and then I'll hold the door open. That sounds good. I'll grab this property.
Are you able to grab that backpack under the thing?
Where is it?
Under the bench right there.
Yeah, is that your backpack?
Yes, sir.
That's his backpack too, so. Is it go? I'm gonna go off. I go out this
No,
door.
it won't.
You're good, right?
Yeah.
You're good now.
No, this ain't cold.
It's cold enough. Alright, we're gonna go back to that second car back there. Okay.
White down 1050.
Yes, man. It's that truck right there, the big one.
Technically, you can't come back after the truck, though.
I'll have my fiance do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Right here. Space this flag right in front of that.
Sure.
Okay, let's.
I gotta grab some.
Yeah, I got it.
So I don't run away.
No, I'm not running away.
Or run.
No,
It is both.
I'm not worried about the running part.
I'm not worried about the running part either. That is,
Overweight.
that is part of it.
No, we do a lot of scenarios with tasers, and trust me, I'm pretty accurate.
Despite his confessions, the worst was yet to come. And the cops? Well, let's say they were in no way prepared to make yet another alarming discovery when they performed a pat-down on him. Further proof of how dumb the manager could be.
Fire service. So I don't
3638.
work out.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out. Maybe
Spread
you
your
can
feet
work
out for me.
Yeah, maybe you can work it out with parking and just stop it or something.
I hope so, but cause that's what I've been.
10306.
The whole job that I've wanted to do, and then do something like this.
Yeah, bro. But regardless, if it works out, if it doesn't work out, you'll have a story to tell. And you just gotta make better decisions than you've already made.
What's in this pocket? Is it just like keys?
And probably some AirPods.
I'm trying it, man. Keys and AirPods, you said?
Yeah.
Cameron, you've been so honest with us. Is there any money in your wallet that belongs to Target?
Just the big bills, I think.
Okay. 1 second. Just 1 second. 3713
It's warm in here, man.
Go ahead.
I don't like being cold.
Maybe outside for a second.
I don't like being really hot or really cold, so
10.
I can turn. If it's too hot, just let me know. Alright. So you're honest with us, and hold on. Is the backpack good to go in?
No, I haven't checked that. This is everything that doesn't need to be searched. Wallet, and that does need to get searched. You got an extra pair of gloves? I'll stand right here while you grab me some.
Of course, I have gloves. I need to go back to the FT and get some more.
I keep on meaning to grab the black ones, not the black ones, but
You don't like the FT ones?
no. I know you like how they go all the way up your elbow, but I like the black ones because they look that out.
They also don't show blood very well.
So, I told Cameron that he's been so honest with us, right? And that I was going to search his wallet. I asked him, was there any money in here that belonged to Target? He said, just the big bills.
Okay.
So, if you want to continue with that line, I can pull out whatever.
Feel free to, 50s, 100s.
When is this from, this money?
I don't know, it's
Is this from, it's not from today, it's from previous days? Okay.
So, how much money is supposed to be in here?
I don't count my wallet.
Is it safe to say that most of this money is from Target? Or changed from?
Ready, they can take that.
$5 and $100 bills? Hold that for me. So 6. $7. 8. 9. 'em just separating by. $1,000. $1,029.
I counted.
Okay. What are you thinking with this? I mean, he admitted that most of this money is either change or
Yeah.
money from
So, unfortunately, I have to do a currency form.
to give it back to them.
No, because if it's going to go into property at the sheriff's office, then it needs a currency form, and that has to be signed off by a sergeant.
He was charged with felony grand theft, 5 years probation, 100 hours of community service, and a $10,000 restitution fee. While his shameless act got him fired and arrested, he was nothing compared to this Winnie Dixie employee who spent thousands in lottery winnings she didn't win.
So have her on video, collecting tickets, mainly at the liquor store. She would just scratch the bottom to see if they're a winner or not.
Oh, she can search me. You want me to take it?
No.
What's in my pocket? No, I wasn't opening my clothes. This was in my pocket.
You're fine. But no.
These only thing in here is milk.
So, sit down.
Come on.
Who do you need to call?
I don't have nobody to go get my kids, so come on. If you catch
Well,
my house.
hang tight. We have some things that need to be handled over here. So, have a seat.
And what would be the charge?
Grand theft and scheme to defraud.
Early in the afternoon of the 8th of November 2022, police officers were dispatched to a Winnie Dixie lottery office following a disturbing distress call about a series of financial anomalies orchestrated by one of their most trusted employees.
What's going on? Alright, so what's happening is we have an associate. We started seeing some lottery shortages over here for instant ticketing online. It started back around the beginning of July. And it's gone on till present. So
Since July, this individual's been selecting lottery cards.
Lottery cards, playing online tickets. Yes.
Okay. Can we go back in there for me real quick?
Can you tell me what's going on? If I can try to.
I don't know what's going on, so I can.
That's because I don't want my kids to be stuck out the door.
I know. Well, I don't know what's going on yet, so let me talk to him and we'll go from there.
So have her on video, collecting tickets, mainly at the liquor store. She would just scratch the bottom to see if they were winning or not, discard them if they weren't, cash them if they were. And then there's also another process on the cash register where, like if somebody brings up a winning ticket, we can key in instant lottery redemption and then put in the dollar amount and then we pay that out. Well, she figured out that she could do that even without a winning ticket and everything's still balanced on the back end in our world. But then when we got the bill from lottery, then obviously we were like, okay, well, we paid out more redemptions than what we received. Okay. And so that's when all this started unfolding. So we're looking at total that I can prove that she took was $10,653, something like that, during that time period.
Every instance on video? Okay.
Every instance on video. I got it all on a thumb drive for you. Everything instance on video. I've got the our report that shows our redemptions on our register, and then all of the redemptions on the Florida lottery terminal. Since we don't own that, I had to get that through the state, and that shows everything of what ticket she scanned, what the value is on an Excel spreadsheet. So
is there
that's
any
how I
type
handle
of
everything.
login for her information? No. It doesn't matter. The machine is a machine. Anybody
The machine's a machine. Anybody can do it, but it's her scheduled shift. And obviously on video, she's the only one at the liquor store because we usually only work one person at the liquor store at the time.
So basically, she's been taking lottery tickets, scanning the bottom if they're winners or not. If they're not winners, they don't away. If they are winners, she scans them, takes the money. If she found a way to make a lottery ticket a winner every time. And it's been going on since July. They have a thumb drive full of all the...
It started July 2nd, I think was the first day that we discovered it.
So you have like date and times written out? Do you have anything written out yet or no?
Everything's on that thumb drive as far as Excel spreadsheets.
So she's basically taking lottery tickets, scanning them. But don't they have to be activated first?
They're all active.
When the dumb employee, a manager who was later identified as Miranda, realized her idiotic acts had caught up with her, she attempted to escape with an even more shameful antic.
You said...
Sorry, I didn't know what's going on for if I call.
I will tell you, we're trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what I have, okay? I'm going to figure out if we're taking a jail or not taking a jail.
Well, I need to know because
I will let you know. Once I know, I will let you know, okay? So can you sit down for me?
I don't want to lose my kids either. I have a 7-month-old and a child that's in school right now having an asthma attack.
So let them figure out what's going on, and
Just
then
take a seat for me, we'll figure it out.
they'll let you make a arrangement.
So I just can't just go home?
No.
Why?
Because the allegations, I guess, we have going on
They
against
still going to investigate this all.
Okay, well, now that they did their investigation, now they can tell us what they have going
No,
on.
he said he had to talk to somebody else to finish going on and see what's going on.
Well, they're providing us a verbal statement of what's been going on since July, okay? So it's not more like you just stole a candy bar, okay? I guess there's a question about almost $11,000 worth of lottery tickets over.
Okay. Who can I call to get my kids off the daycare bed and the school?
Her children are about to get out of school, so she was
I know.
But if you need this data.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out because the people in my neighborhood make sure they get off the damn So I'm trying to think who went around my house that I
would try to figure it out.
That's what I'm trying to do.
So while we're figuring out stuff right here, so you figure out what's going on
So
here.
can you ask them, did he get the statement that they were just talking to me about this 2 months ago?
I will gladly ask you. Don't worry about that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be talking with them. We're going to figure out what we have going on. You have until by the time we come in here and talk to you about what's going on to figure out a ride for your family, for your kids and stuff.
So in jail.
There's a possibility.
Why?
Because apparently you stole almost $11,000.
When using her kids as an excuse to leave the premises did not work, this criminal mastermind came up with another banger of an excuse in hopes that it might help her get away. But the cops could see her desperation and were not just about to let her slip away with her silly antics.
Can she walk me in the bathroom?
No.
I'm pleading. Like,
no.
She's walking with me.
No. You're not going anywhere.
I can't even go pee.
No, you cannot go pee.
How do I supposed to use the bathroom?
It's either you make phone calls now for somebody to get your kids. Okay, I'm helping you. That, or I put you in handcuffs and we just go. No, we're not doing that.
So I can't even go.
We have to listen to
It's mine. You're in my custody right now. You're not free to go. You're under investigative detention right now, okay? You know what that
I
means?
also want to talk to them.
Okay.
Okay.
So what was the question?
Just the actual total amount, see if we can just put.
I see. Let me ask you a question. If a police standing in front of me, they could deny me for using the restroom?
You gotta tell them why we're in front of you. They're making accusations of you stealing $11,000 from Winn-Dixie.
Say it again, Auntie. Okay, because when I started back over here, he's saying that $11,000 worth of lotto I took. So the police stand here. I have to pee. I'm bleeding. Like, he telling me no, I cannot go. I just asked him. He said no, she can't even go with me. He said I have to stand here.
Cool.
Yes.
Can you just forward that email to that email right there?
Yeah, sure.
223.
She said if a female could go with me, I should be able to go.
It has to be law enforcement.
Y'all can't stand at the door. Ain't no windows in the bathroom.
Do you have I need a female reference to bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
No,
He
the thing
said
is,
no,
I'm
I
having a
cannot
female
go.
officer come here that's going to search you prior to going to the bathroom.
Oh, she could search me. You want me to take it? What's this in my pocket? No, I wasn't opening my clothes. This was in my pocket.
You're fine. But no.
These only thing in here is milk and it's leaking. That's it.
No, you are fine. Okay.
He's saying no. I said can't go.
But why don't you ask her, see if she will
Yes.
go pick up your little ones just in case you do have to come with me.
I cannot hear you. Okay. She said the same thing you said.
What?
I'm sorry, when the police say something to me, I'll call somebody who used to work for the police department.
Okay.
She said as long as it's a female officer, I can go. Other than that, if it's a male, I cannot go. I have to sit here and hold my hair.
At this point, without any other delay, Miranda was confronted by an officer with nothing but facts and real figures, hoping she'll confess to her crimes, or at least give them some snippets of the truth.
Okay, because we are doing an investigation. In order for me to legally speak to you, I have to read you your Miranda warnings. Somebody said you're going to jail, okay? But I have to read these to you, okay? So, what was your first name? It states that the Constitution requires I inform you that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used in court as evidence against you. There are resources out there, okay? And if you need help, you need to contact us, Salvation Army, Rescue Outreach Mission. There's a whole different slew of things out there, okay? We have a pamphlet at our police department, which is... So I know where you live, to make sure all your information's right. Okay? There are pamphlets we have that have 100 different types of resources out there.
Okay, what else do my address?
So I know where you live.
Why you gotta know where I live?
For a report.
My address has to be on the report?
Everything will be on a report.
What started as a small confrontation turned into a major break in the case. Her schemes completely unraveled, and in a redacted body cam video, she confessed to the officers. The suspect explained that she had been taking lottery tickets to cover necessities, things like milk and other supplies for her newborn. She also admitted this wasn't a one-time thing. It had been going on for about 2 months. Her method was simple. Keep the winning tickets, cash them in, and discard the losers. It seemed like a foolproof plan until, of course, her luck ran out.
Okay, so sit down.
Come on.
Who do you need to call?
I don't have nobody to go get my kids, so come on.
Okay.
He catch
Well,
my house.
hang tight. We have some things that need to be handled over here. So have a seat.
Okay, what will be the charge?
Grand theft and scheme to defraud. As of now, 1 count of grand theft and scheme to defraud.
What is that?
But there's going to be more counts of grand theft coming down the road once they can go through everything and itemize every individual transaction. So every transaction is a theft.
So I'm gonna have a felony charge.
Yes. 2 felonies. But it's 1 count now, but it's going to add up.
Okay, so I won't even get no bond. Okay.
I believe there is. Don't quote me on it, though. All right, so have a seat.
So y'all gotta rest me inside here.
Hey, just bring that later. I don't even need it. Come on. Oh.
Come on, can you do it out the door?
I gotta do it here. I don't even need a statement.
Hurt my arm.
Okay, well I'm trying to put your arms behind your back.
Like you're praying, like this. Like you're praying.
Stop pulling from me.
Hang on.
Please.
Put your hand behind your back. Okay.
Stop pulling. Do you understand that?
Down the stairs.
No.
I don't walk down the stairs.
Doesn't matter. You're pulling from me.
Okay.
You don't do anything that I don't tell you to do. Do you understand that?
My hand was on your.
I'll do that in the car. I'm not happy.
In the end, she was charged with felony grand theft and sentenced to 2 years of probation. However, after violating her probation, she found herself serving 8 months behind bars. Speaking of managers stealing on the job, here's another manager who stole $12,000 from her employers and pretended not to know about it.
Hey, I processed the deposit, but I forgot to take it to the bank. I called my supervisor and she says she can't find it. And I asked you, who could have taken it? What did you say to me all 3 times?
I said I didn't know. I don't care if I sign papers that I'll pay everything back. I don't care. I don't care. I know.
The money's missing and you were the last one, and had you made a report, you could have avoided all of this.
On February the 20th, 2023, officers were called to investigate a theft report at a nearby Murphy gas station. It was alleged that the manager had taken over $12,000, raising suspicions of embezzlement and other financial irregularities. To understand what was going on, the cops started to interrogate her employers, who made them understand the grand scam that had been pulled off by one of their most trusted managers.
We were at a meeting last week and she comes up and says, hey, I processed the deposit, but I forgot to take it to the bank. I called my supervisor and she says she can't find it. So I said, okay, well, let's dig into it. Let's look at the cameras. Well, the cameras just happen to be down. Not if they're doing.
Well, yeah,
the tech actually screwed it up. So it just happened to be down.
Of course, that
one day.
Yep.
So I go in, we're at this meeting together in Savannah. I talked to her. She's like, no, I did it, but I didn't put it back in the safe like I'm supposed to. I just shoved it in this backpack that we use on top. I go, well, okay. So I interview her other employees that were here that did over the phone. They're like, hey, we didn't do it. Well, we get a report from our office saying, hey, the previous day hasn't gotten to the bank yet either.
Okay.
So I come up here today with the DM, and we start talking to her, and she finally confesses, hey, I stole the deposit. But I used it to pay back another deposit I lost 5 weeks ago. Her claim is she's been floating deposits, so she steals today's to pay for yesterday's.
Okay.
And she's been kind of doing this all along, except she's gotten behind.
Huh.
So, of course, she never told anybody she lost the initial deposit.
Yeah.
She never reported it because she was worried about her job. This is what she's telling us. Unfortunately, and so up to this point where she realizes she's busted. The thing about our camera system is it may have gone into safe mode, which means it still records, but nobody can get into it. We've sent it back to the company to see. It's doubtful, but regardless, I explained that to him, and that's when to her, and that's when she said, okay, I did take the deposit. Oh, and by the way, not only did I take that one from the 15th, I also took today's.
To
try to cover some of that one.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten both in there. She brought back the original, she went home and brought back the original deposit back, the empty deposit bag that she stole from the 15th, as well as today's, minus about $1,400.
Okay.
We still think we're missing the other one, but with the banks being closed, we can't verify it. And she swears she dropped it off.
Okay, so on the 15th of this month.
Correct. Last Wednesday.
There was a deposit that was never deposited.
And she admitted to that.
With years of experience under his belt, the senior manager had already conducted a bit of his own investigation before contacting the police, and what he uncovered was truly shocking.
Over the weekend, while she was gone, we had another employee doing the deposits. Well, they don't know what she's doing, so they're just doing the normal daily deposit.
Yeah.
She would have been missing that day that she didn't do it herself.
Yeah.
That's where the whole, and I'm letting her go with the story. I haven't hit her with that yet, but I was about to once she finished her statement. Say, okay, wait a second, no, let's go back.
Yeah, I'll let you finish that. I'll be right out here and I'll...
No problem. We'll come get you.
Sounds good.
Irregularities were spotted already, but the police officer approached the alleged manager to hear her side of the story. At that point, she didn't know that the cops knew all they needed to know about her grand theft, and were hoping that she would at least confirm their suspicions.
Hello, Miss Jones. My name is Officer Hanson. I'm assuming you know why I'm here.
I would have made different arrangements. That's why I asked.
I'm gonna read you something, okay? Doesn't mean anything, but I just have to ask you some questions, okay?
Yeah.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to execute these rights and not make any statements or answer any questions. Do you understand the rights as I have explained them? Okay. Having them in mind, you want to talk to me? So, what happened with the deposits? Just tell me.
I will tell you exactly what happened.
Give me your...
Approximately 5 to 6 weeks ago, my husband was taken to the hospital via ambulance having a stroke-like event.
Okay.
So I panicked when I left from here. I left with the deposit in the bag like I always do, with my intention of stopping at the bank, putting it in the night drop, and going straight to the hospital.
Okay.
Instead, I drove straight to the hospital because I was not focusing on anything.
Okay.
I was there for 7 or 8 hours. It was almost midnight when I went to come home. My little thing on my car, on the inside of my car where I keep like my ID, my debit card, and all that stuff, was open. I didn't think anything of it. Shut it. Went home. Slept for 3.5 hours and was back here at 4 o'clock the next day to open up, like I do every day.
Okay.
Did everything like normal. Went to the bank and asked for the receipt from the night drop for the deposit. They did not have one, and that's when I started to panic. My debit card was gone, my credit card was gone, the deposit was gone, so someone was obviously in my car.
Okay. What hospital did you go to?
Not Advent, the one Ocala. I'm not from here. So
Ocala Regional?
Yes. I didn't park in the parking garage or in the parking lot because where I'm from, everything you have to pay for it, and I didn't have money to pay for it. So
Okay.
I parked on the street.
Gotcha.
Walked about a block to get there. I didn't think anything of it.
Okay.
And then that's when I started to panic, and I'm like, I'm gonna get fired for this missing. I didn't take it. You can look at my bank stuff. It'll prove I didn't take it. I am completely broke. It has nothing to do with that. I can pay all of my bills and put food on the table, and that's it.
Okay.
I did not benefit from this in any way, shape, or form, other than keeping my job.
Alright. What about yesterday's deposit? What happened?
I wasn't here yesterday.
Or
I
today's
have Sunday off.
today's deposit?
I handed everything I have to him.
Okay. Did you make a report
No, I did not.
about the money missing?
No, I did not, because I was afraid I was going to get fired right then and there on the spot. I am my family's sole provider.
Okay. So you didn't make a police report, didn't tell your job that your car got broken
I didn't
into?
even tell my husband. I didn't tell anyone anything.
Okay. Do you know approximately how much that deposit was for that day?
It was between $600 and $6,135. For some reason, that is staying in my head, and I don't know off the top of my head. And it also, my daughter has gotten me a new phone since then, and I can't go back to the exact day so that we could look it up. And I was just using the deposit from the next day to pay for the previous day until I could physically pay the money back that was taken or missing, or however you want to say it, to be right with here. I didn't want to lose my job because it was me not paying attention to what I was doing on my way to the hospital that caused me to just go right.
This was initially started 5 to 6 weeks ago?
Yes.
Alright, so you went to the hospital, you're there for a while, came out, went home,
slept for like 3 hours and came back.
Came out to work. You asked the bank on that day. Do you remember what day that was? You went to the hospital.
It's been 5 or 6 weeks, so I honestly don't know. Because everything was just a complete daze. I was just straight to the hospital.
I understand that. Like, I'm not
I know.
I'm not faulting you for wanting to take care of your husband. No one's.
I know, it's not it's my negligence for not calling him immediately when I noticed it was missing, for calling the police.
But yeah, of course.
Any of that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
that's my fault.
Emotions can easily cloud judgment. In the heat of the moment, people can make unruly decisions or maybe use emotions as a mask to carry out their sinister schemes.
Can I ask a question? I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to be real pointed about my question.
Yeah.
You and I had how many conversations regarding this? Remember?
At least 3.
We had 3 conversations, right? And all 3 times, remember the question I asked? I asked you, did you take it? You said no. It's okay. I asked you, did Andrea take it? You said no. And I asked you, who could have taken it? What did you say to me all 3 times?
I said I didn't know.
You said it probably was Richard.
No, sir. No, sir.
You said
I said he's sketchy and he doesn't answer questions well, and he lies like a freaking sieve.
I'm going to back up just a
Absolutely.
second. If I asked you who you thought could have taken it, you said it could have been Richard.
No. I said I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past him. I did not say he took anything.
You had 3 opportunities to say it wasn't my people. And you didn't take those opportunities.
No.
And adamantly say it was not my people.
I don't remember saying anything that he took anything. Say at all. You said, does he lie? And I said yes. Because he does.
I asked you who you thought could have taken it. You said definitely not Andrea, because she has too much to lose. However, Richard is sketchy, and I think the word used was either grimy or slimy.
I said sketchy.
And so you had those opportunities to set it straight.
I did. I chose not to because I didn't want to get arrested in front of all of my peers, like I am going to now.
But you pointed me towards one of your people.
Not knowingly, no, I did not. Yes, he does lie like a sieve. Absolutely. But I would not. I never absolutely came out and said Richard did anything. Because I didn't want to lose my job.
Oh, I understand that. I mean, no one
wanted to pay it back because it was my mistake. Husband in the hospital and a child at home. And I'm their sole provider.
I understand, but unfortunately,
Is there any way we can do anything without me going to jail? Any way of anything? I don't care if I sign papers that I'll pay everything back. I don't care. I really can't go to jail. I really can't. I did not benefit from this money at all. You can look at my bank statements right here on my phone. You can look at everything. I have not been using this money for anything other than to make the other deposit, and it was my mistake that I didn't call and tell someone. It's my mistake.
well,
I just can't. I can't go to jail. I can't.
well, unfortunately,
Oh my god, I can't.
I don't have any way of proving any otherwise. The money's missing.
I know.
Based on the evidence on the ground, the officer found himself in a difficult position, torn between letting emotions guide his decisions or relying solely on the facts and figures at hand to enforce the law.
So, what I can do is I'm going to have to put you in handcuffs.
Oh my god, are you kidding me right now?
Well, you're going in the back of my car. I have to. But what
Can
I'll
I make a couple of phone calls real quick just because of my husband being... I need to tell my family where I am.
head out and take a right.
Right?
Yes, ma'am. Well, we can go on the other side that way.
Yeah. I'm absolutely scared to death.
I understand. Listen.
I have never been arrested before. I got into a fight when I was 17 and that was it.
No, I get it. I completely understand.
I really didn't take it.
I understand that, but unfortunately,
I know.
The money's missing, and you were the last one. And had you made a report, you could have avoided all of this, most likely. But right now, you were the last one. And
I know. No, I
unfortunately,
I'm just literally scared to death right now.
I understand that.
I don't.
And like I said, once I figure out what the bond looks like, I'll let you know. I will give you every piece of information I have for you, okay? I'm not going to keep anything. I'm not going to hide anything. I'm going to be upfront with you as much as I can. What's going on, okay? You got it? Yeah. I'll crank up the AC a little bit for you too, okay?
Yeah.
The woman was charged with grand theft and sentenced to 9 months of probation with 25 hours of community service. She had lied about the whole thing, but eventually she came clean and admitted to stealing the money. While this manager might have stolen a lot from her employers, it was nothing compared to the next manager who thought he could get away with stealing over $90,000 from his employers in a perfect grand scheme.
No, call me.
Alex, I need you.
I'm gonna talk. Mom, just call. Just call.
Alex, I need you to tell me.
So what I'm trying to figure out is, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubts. It's a pigeon drop for somebody else. You're taking the money for them and leaving it for them. Why? Why aren't they taking it themselves?
On the 31st of January 2020, Florida officers investigated a Walmart manager stealing up to $1,000 a day from the money center registers. He'd been doing this for months, but things got suspicious when he came in on his day off for no special reason.
Hey, you manager? You want to call?
No, the other manager.
Hey, how we doing? All right. What's going on,
Yes, sir.
Yo, what up?
How you doing, man?
You know, another day, brother. What you got?
Something big.
A lot.
100,000 or more.
Well, I just talked with Paul.
Yes, I believe
Okay,
so.
and so I think he's going to try. So apparently, originally it came out that he wasn't on scene, and apparently he's on.
He's back there.
Yeah, they got him. They called him, and after they called, he kind of like when he was on the phone, he was like, okay, like you know, basically like I don't give that's what we took it as.
Yeah.
But
is he still here?
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm trying to. My mind going so much I can't figure out what's going on.
What was it that he was stealing?
Money, straight cash. He had access to the recycler.
The officer inquired more about this said manager, and the more they dug, the more unbelievable it got.
I hope that he didn't know. I mean, you can't know what's there and just. I mean, the only time you see that kind of stuff is when you high. When you high, you see craziness like that. People be
Putting it in that bag. See, he thought he was smart because he would leave out of there with the bag. You'll see him leave out and then go around the corner.
So is that one of y'all's cash deposit bags, or is that his personal?
Well, that's cash deposit bag, but he was using it as his own personal.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a legit.
Yeah, that's legit, but yeah, that's legit.
But that's a full bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the empty bag, and that's the bag empty, and then he gonna walk up, put it on this table. Because we really just figured this out yesterday, and I'm like, was making video all day yesterday trying to.
Let me ask you this: so when you guys actually, for the people that are grab and drop, right? The people that are grabbing that stuff.
Yeah.
What are they
supposed to be doing with it?
Like, I wouldn't imagine y'all's procedure for that kind of money. I wouldn't imagine they would just walk up and they'd be like, all right, I'm gonna take a little bit here. I'm gonna take a little bit here and put it in. I would imagine there's some kind of like, hey, I'm taking 20 grand to drop to wherever. They've got some kind of a form or a printout.
Yeah.
So even if he were to say I was doing a legitimate thing, that's not y'all's process, correct? Like, you wouldn't just walk in with a bag and just start grabbing and putting it in there.
No, because the money they're taking out of that machine, they're supposed to put it in a register. Like, so if he put it in the bag, the bag's supposed to go
to a register so that they can put it in there.
He's using his numbers, so that's how we can move it. So he's putting his numbers in to get into the recycle. So you got to sign in so they can know exactly who's taking the money out of the.
Okay, so there's several things about this. Then number one, the looking around, the going in, just walking in there, just willy-nilly grabbing X amount of whatever he grabbed, and then on his way out, he can't even say I was taking it to a cashier because you see him drop it right there on the side.
Yeah. So, and this how many was it? About 25 or 30 different transactions.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he got it's over 100,000.
This is all those east, like this is all in one day.
Like this was not enough already, the officer was further exposed to some unbelievable truths.
I don't really.
That's just for January.
Yeah,
so
that's
you go back to December, we still,
So you might find more. How long's he worked here?
2 years.
2 years. And
You ain't gonna have to go through 2 years of
honestly, we might not even do. I mean, because I don't know what the charges like.
Well, and so it depends. So the charges, especially when you're talking about high levels of fraud, it depends on the amount. Now, I want to say, and don't quote me on this, I want to say if it's over 100, then it's the same charge, just over 100 grand.
Yeah.
But there's one, I think for 50 to 100. There's one from like 20 to 50. There's ones from like, I don't know, 10 to 20. They're like different stuff. And obvious question. You guys want to prosecute, right? Well, you know you have a sergeant ask me, you got to see what they want to do. I'm like, oh, they done took 100 G's. I imagine they're going to prosecute. Why would they call us if they didn't want to prosecute? That don't make no sense.
All right. She said he writing a statement, but he's not admitting to the cash advance. But
he's writing a statement?
Yeah, I don't know what.
What's he writing?
Yeah, no, because see, it was a girl who got arrested yesterday.
Okay.
And he helped her get a money order. Like he signed, he signed, like she bought a money order for like, let's say $600, but she only paid $300 for it.
Okay.
He cleared it to where she get it, so we were short $300.
Okay.
But so I guess he's writing a statement on that, but he's not writing a statement on what I just showed you.
Okay, so two separate deaths. Yeah. The 300 and then this one.
Plus another,
there's another one.
He did another money order for another associate.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did nothing. But
so he's writing a statement based on the money order scheme, not the actual. Does he even know about this?
No, they might have not said. They might have asked him about it, and he's just saying he don't know. He didn't have the. He don't know, but I'm pretty sure if somebody showed him this, I mean, he ain't gonna have a choice.
That'll jog your memory a little bit.
I've showed him. Nah, man, that ain't me. You wearing the same shirt right now.
We have that. We have that too. So yeah, she said she'll let me know when they ready. But
well, so Sarge, like I said.
For a thorough and in-depth analysis of the situation, a seasoned detective from the Financial Crime Unit was called on, and the results of his keen investigations were too bad to be true.
What is the total number that you guys are up to? I know you're still verifying with videos, but what's the total number? And I know Matt's probably going to ask this, but every time he takes money out of that ATM, is he typing in his employee code so that it will show he's the one that withdrew that money?
If you notice, once he gets the money right here, the receipt prints out or whatever, so he's putting the receipt in there with the bag.
No. Yeah, what I was making sure is I know that you have a loss thing on it, but I just wanted to make sure what we're charging him, it's his ID that's pulling out that money. Okay.
When it comes up, Alexander Washington.
Gotcha. Yeah, one bag. And how much was the total?
He's gonna pull up the.
And he did this. It was last night, or this morning actually, right? So
well, it was
31st after midnight.
It was on the 28th after
So this is what you're doing for the rest of the day, is talking on these videos, ain't you? And tomorrow checking out December. You got stuff to look forward to, don't you? How long do you think they're gonna make you go back? Probably till you stop finding more.
If you find more involving her, call TPD on it.
Oh yeah.
Their case. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll rack them up on there. I don't know how, but here's the kicker. All I'm gonna be able to do is just charge for each one of those times that he plunked it in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has no idea we're here.
No. He thinks he's talking about the girl from yesterday, the young lady from yesterday.
He might. No, he said he didn't. They asked him about these transactions, but he said he's not admitting to it.
What time is that?
Well, see, the timing is off on it, so if we don't wait, hold on. It's say 12:31, but we know that it's like a 5-minute difference.
Is it off and consistent with the other cameras being off?
Yeah. It's,
okay. As long as they can be off, as long as they're all.
We have another one. No, we have another one that coincides. I mean, with this that's on though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the only one that's off down this little aisle right here.
While the background checks were underway, the manager, completely unaware that his schemes had been uncovered, unless of course he'd been tipped off, was just about to leave the building. That was when the police moved in, and the confrontation unfolded without delay.
Hey,
On my phone. Alright. Put your hands together like you're praying, brother. Be the most comfortable. Alright. Let's go in here, bud.
okay.
You're not your step out. Get on this side. Trying to get out of the funnel there.
Have to take a shot. Sheriff's office. Financial crimes unit. You have any idea what's going on?
Yeah, well, he was talking to me about some incidents, and I told him everything that I knew. Dan could remember it, and then other than that, you know,
okay.
I figured that would be here when they call me and talk.
Okay.
I know usually how it goes.
Well, I'm not entirely sure about that part. Like I said, I just got here myself. I'm still working on it. It's actually quicker than I thought. Before we get going on it, I'm going to read you some information because you are right now detained, okay? Read your Miranda rights. So, bear with me.
I got
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can only be used against you in a court of law.
During this period of interrogation, someone he wouldn't love to have met him like this was allowed into the interrogation room, and this opened up another exciting chapter.
You have the right to have a lawyer.
This is his mom right here.
Okay, just give us a second.
Just a second.
Yes, sir. Just give me a second.
Just a second.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer this time. Have a lawyer present if you have any questions. First of all, you're not a juvenile, right?
I'm 22.
Okay. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you for any question if you wish. You can sign any time to exercise these rights and ask you questions or make any statements. Do you understand these rights as I've explained them to you?
Yes, sir.
These rights are mine. You wish to speak with me now.
Can I speak to my mom, please?
What do you need to speak with your mom about?
I just want to tell her to call my grandma and I'll talk to you.
Just want to have mom slip in here real quick. You're the door.
I know.
Mom.
I know. Call Annie and go. Just call Annie and go, please.
Huh?
Call Annie and go. Please. Mom, no, please. Mom, no, call Annie and go.
I need you.
I'm going to talk. Mom, just call. Please call. Just call.
Alex, I need you to tell me what's going on.
I don't know.
Before we get into that,
Just call. Please just call me.
I'm not trying to be rude, but he is an adult. I'm extending the book.
Mom.
Mom. To let you know what's going on.
I don't.
Okay, but there's some, before he starts going off there, everything
Mom,
else.
just call me and go.
Let him speak.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. I mean, yeah. Like you said, he's not about telling.
So I can't help you.
As heartbreaking as it was for the mother to see her child in cuffs, unable to do anything but watch, she was quickly escorted out. And that was when the real interrogation began.
Ah, there you go. It's still 12:37 a.m. Fine. So that room is what? That's where you just left, right? That's the cash office where the money recycling is. Got it. All right. So I don't know where you are because you're over here, out the side of the camera, right? Yeah, because you walked over there. There you are. See? Hey, how you doing, man? And then where are you going there? You walked out of the view from there. What's over that way?
So check out.
Okay, no, the first way you went, because you went that way, then you come out that way.
Returns.
Okay, so it's returns, all right. So now this is the customer service returns area, right? Okay. you remember what you're doing at this point right here? Because you're outside the view of the one camera.
I don't remember any of this taking place.
Okay, there you go. What was that you just put right there?
I can't see that.
All right, can you rewind it, please? Okay, see that right now, there isn't anything on it, right? There's nothing, just this black thing. All right. Boom, you put something down, it's like white or gray. What is that you put down right there on the counter?
Looks like a money bag.
Okay, it looks like money bag to me too. I'll just confirm. Okay, so now where are you going?
Self-checkout.
Okay, you're going to self-checkout.
Yeah. So it looks like.
Why? What are you going to do to self-checkout? Why are you going to self-checkout?
Stop and conceal.
Where's the money?
Should be in the bag. If
Okay.
To be honest, if I want to take money from Walmart.
Oh no, I'm clarifying. Like I said, I just got here.
This is my thing, right? If I could obviously see the evidence showing where I've done the cash advances and stuff.
What do you mean this like you are?
I'm basically at this point how I'm feeling is if I would have stole that money, I would not. If I would have stolen money from Walmart, I wouldn't have came back several other times.
I got you.
If it was me, I was taking the money. To be honest, what smart criminal is going to come back and keep hitting up the same place when they know they have a team of people that can obviously issue? You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm way smarter than that. If I was gonna steal from Walmart and steal money, I would take it all in one chunk and then walk out.
But one thing, and like I said, I'm just learning about this. I haven't been here as long as you.
Yeah, I know.
The thing I'm confused about is, we know you put the money receipts in that little gray money bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know you dipped out a camera in it. Okay, all right, fine. You dipped out a camera feed. Maybe picking your nose, maybe this. I don't know. You come back out and you throw the money bag on the table. Well, one of two things have just happened. The money's still in the money bag, in which case you left $9,000 worth of money sitting on the counter for anybody to steal. Or the time that you're in the video, or outside the video's view, you take $9,000, put it in your pocket, and then throw the money bag on the counter, and then what happens? Because either you put the $9,000 in your pocket to go give to self-checkout, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, hey, the bag was too heavy, here's $9,000, I'm going to give it to you to put in the machine. Because normally if I'm giving money to a machine, I'm going to take the money bag with the machine, I'm going to say, okay, here's your money, here's your money, here's your money. I'm just trying to find out what happened. So then you walk out of the view of the camera, right? You walk off down, we saw you walking down the little hallway, or right in front of the store. It's not a hallway, it's right in front of the store, right?
Okay.
I mean, is that right? I'm curious because I'm not familiar with this store. I'm not on patrol. I don't ever come here. I don't live on this side of town. I don't shop here. If you told me Lanyap, I'd be able to know where you're going. But for instance, what is this looking at right now?
Self-checkout.
That's self-checkout. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is where you're taking the money to self-checkout. Okay. So where's the money?
Tears before a confession has never guaranteed cooperation or honesty. The officers continue to face him with facts and figures, backed by clips of himself, hoping he would crack.
I mean, I'm literally asking because I see you're clearly at self-checkout.
Right.
Are you handing the cats at self-checkout money?
No.
And you're not handing the bag because we know the
I didn't
bag.
have any money on me. Like I said, if I would have taken that money, I would not have stayed in the store. I would not still be on camera. I remember that night, I was there for a while with her.
I got you.
But I said, if I would have stolen that money, I would not have stayed in the store as long as I did.
Well, how many times, and I'm not going to even insult your intelligence by asking, I know it's not standard procedure to throw $9,000 onto a counter. Right. Because that's crazy. And then what's even crazier is nobody goes by and takes that $9,000 out of the bag. That's even crazier, but the bag is empty. And again, you're still there, still in the store. See, that's, again, not sounding like smart. That's problem across.
Right.
So what I'm trying to figure out is, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubts. And then the other thing that, I find interesting. I know you're saying understand, or you don't recall the situation. I got that, okay? Because, stuff happens. I got you. Like, I don't remember what I do sometimes too.
It's easier. And at this point, whatever I can do to not have to have a record on my thing inside your job, I'm willing to do it. It's really what I told. I don't remember taking anything. I really don't remember the situation. This specific situation, seeing it, yes, I was here that night. I remember that night. Other than that, he said it's been multiple occasions. I don't remember.
Well, I'm not worried about multiple occasions right now. I'm worried about this incident. Because if you're going to be a teacher, it's an admirable profession.
Right.
But they need teachers who are going to be honest.
Right. Being honest.
If you want to do that, okay, we've got you on here. Here's the thing. What's it look like? Society, judges, juries, everything else understand lacks of poor judgment. They understand that.
Right.
Because people, how old are you?
22.
22. You're 20. Okay, so you're an adult, but just barely. What do you think a reasonable person would think? Do they think it sounds? If they see this, and they hear you, and they can see what goes on, but yet they hear you continue to say, "I didn't do it. I don't recall doing it." Blah blah blah. Do you think they're like that, or is it more like they're like, "Well, he made it too. He made a mistake. Let's move on." That's all I'm curious about. That's what I look at. Is he following his sword because he's truly repetitive? I don't think you're a dyed-in-the-wool criminal by any stretch of imagination. I don't think you're cold calculating anything like that. I think it was an opportunity to see some easy money. I mean, it's not Walmart's a big company. So they do $9,000 like that, obviously, because there's at least $9,000 in the drawer, right? They're probably insured, so they're probably going to get the money back from the bank. And it almost sounds like it's like a victim lesson for the black part, because it's a big company, they both like $1 billion company. What the hell is $9,000 here?
Actually, there's no such thing as a victim. That's crime.
What's that?
So there's no such thing as a victim.
Yeah, no, there's not. There's always a victim, but it's for lack of a better term. But I'm just saying, something that they won't care about. Let's not say, why would you leave money back?
The young man remained adamant despite all efforts to make him talk. He went on to request a lawyer. However, while en route to the jail, he used his tongue to count his teeth and decided to try something else.
Yeah, I got her. Sorry about that. It's a little while to drive back. What is this all about? It says I've been advised of my rights and understand what my rights are. I'm willing to make a statement and answer any questions. I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises or threats have been made against me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. It's just, I didn't beat it out of you. Basically, let's say. Yeah. Cool. If that's true, then you just go ahead and sign there.
I've never been arrested.
Well, that's cool. Yeah.
If I sign this and I choose to not want to talk anymore.
Yeah, this isn't saying that you're admitting to anything. This is saying that I've read you these and you understand your rights.
I was telling the deputy that brought me here. I used to be a police cadet, but I've never seen this part of anything.
It's different. Alright, that's all I need to say. That's not a mission or anything. Alright, now like I said, you're still under your Miranda rights, but since we're up here, are you still wishing to speak with me? Get some things squared away here. Okay? Alright, is that a yes?
Yes.
Alright, at the store we were talking about, like we said, that part, we've got that part. That part's over and done with, the theft, okay? It's $9,000 is grand theft in the state of Florida.
It's a felony, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes sir, it is. Alright, so this is the end of the theft, alright? So we got that.
So I'm being charged with that?
You're going to be charged with grand theft, yes sir.
Okay.
I'm going to look over some stuff and see what else, just to make sure I'm not trying to make your life miserable through everything.
Right, yeah, I know you're just doing your job.
Yeah. Now, we have some other issues.
Okay.
And you know what I'm talking about, right? The money, the rest of the money for the month, going back to, going back to at least January 10th. Let me ask you this. How many times have you done this? And remember, people want to see remorse. People, I don't think you're a bad guy. I think it was easy. It was easy. It's very easy. How long have you been doing this, buddy? Bear in mind, everything you just saw, everything, that is on camera for months. Same footage. The only difference is at the bottom of the thing, the date and time are going to be different. You're doing the theft.
Right.
Why are you leaving it behind?
There are some people who know about that, and I will leave it behind the service desk. Yeah.
So it's a pigeon drop for somebody else. You're taking the money for them and leaving it for them. Why? Why aren't they taking it themselves?
Because they don't have access to it.
When you mean by access?
They don't have a handprint, because, I mean, we can let anybody in the CO as long as they work for Walmart, but not everybody has a handprint to take money out of the recycler.
So you have to use a handprint, like an actual, where does the handprint go to?
It's on top of the recycler. It's like the palm scanner.
Okay, so when they hired you, they did you like a little palm scan
When I moved up front and we went to money centers when I got a palm.
So they have that. So that handprint is yours. Nobody else can use that handprint. So that's your time. So we'll put those back to the side. In this particular incident, who are you taking that money for?
I honestly cannot tell you who I took it for. I can tell you that I did tell DJ and another person about that specific way to get money from Walmart. And
This particular incident, this one that we watched you on the video do it. When you put the money outside the camera, who did you put that for that night specifically? What would have prompted you to tell somebody that money was back there?
because I know that some of them need extra help as far as like with paying their bills and stuff.
Okay.
And they're not getting the hours from Walmart.
They're not getting what?
They weren't getting their hours from Walmart.
So they're not getting the hours from Walmart. They need the money. Did they ask you to come up with this system? How is this system hatched? Who's the mastermind behind it? Honestly, it might be, how would they know about it unless they're privy to the way you log into the system and everything? Is this something that you told them?
Well, they already knew that only certain people can log in, put their handprint in the recycler. But I have had discussions with other associates on numerous occasions on how to basically steal from Walmart without getting caught or like raising red flags.
What are you getting from it?
Nothing.
You're not getting a kickback. You're not getting a percentage.
No, I mean I'm not that type of person.
Kaisha.
Mm-hmm.
Kaisha Duke. They got some stuff with her. I guess they're just kind of spreading the love around, as far as who's getting it. So they're working that part. What's she gonna say? I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know.
Only you would know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew she was arrested, so when they called me, I figured it had something to do with that situation.
Okay,
so I was pretty sure I was going down for something. I just didn't know what. But
you knew the gig was up.
I knew I was going down for something. Or like a bad.
No, we're rolling good. We're just good. It's good because you're just coming clean. We get it. I just got a bit headache. All right, so we're cool. We got it. So you're kind of doing, and you didn't get anything in return for the ones that you did for the people either. So it's still straight up old school Robin Hood, like take for
I had the advantage to be able to do it, and they benefited from it.
So, and that's where, and CSM is what gave you access to the recycler.
Money Center cashier is what gave me access to the recycler. The CSM position gave me access to having keys to get in and out the door without having somebody let me in, but being a cashier, just in general, you have access to the recycler.
Okay, so what was your title when you were, like the 28th when you were doing this?
Customer service manager.
That's what you were?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's what you had to do to have your hand to get into the money till?
Mm-hmm.
Handprint? Okay.
That's what you have to be able to do a cash advance. Everybody can't do a cash advance.
Okay. All right. Okay, give me a second. Let me get some more. You need anything?
No, thank you.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just knock on the door if you need something.
Okay.
The suspect was charged with grand theft and ordered to repay $86,543. He was sentenced to 10 years of probation, but later violated the terms when he failed to make the required restitution payments. Next, we look at a local Target store manager who thought she could steal funds and walk away without any consequences.
So we're looking at 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s? Or in the last right? It's a little bit more video because I got the whole process. But...
So you combine the 50s and 100s in the far right? Is that how every register is supposed to be?
That's the standard, yeah. So what she does is she takes all of the money out of the register, and once she has it all out, she fans it all out, and then you can see the left side, which would be the larger bills are, because she's setting it up that way. She'll take multiple, what looks like on the low end to be 3.
Okay.
So we went with 3.
Now, is this common for a cashier to sit here and pull all the money out at the cash register and count it, and then...
Typically they should just take it all out, bang, 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 and put it in one of those bags.
So they're not usually counting it at the register?
They don't count at the register. We have a cash office and a machine that counts it.
Okay.
It was finally time for the officer to confront the employee about her theft. The confrontation did not go as she had hoped.
My name's Officer Kelly. I work for West Palm Beach Police Department. I'm sure you're aware of why we're here, because they told me that they had already spoken to you about it. Okay. But first off, before I start, I have to read you your rights. It doesn't mean you're under arrest. It's just something I have to do before I ask you any questions, okay? Have you ever heard of the Miranda warnings? Okay. I'm going to read them to you after each one that I read to you. I just need you to give me a verbal yes or no if you understand it. If you don't understand it, I'll go ahead and explain it to you, okay? Alright. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand that? You have the right to the presence of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement during any question. Do you understand that? Next. You cannot afford a lawyer. You are entitled to the presence of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement during any question. Do you understand that? Any statement can and may be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand that? Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand that? If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. Do you understand that? I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Do you understand that? Okay. I'm just going to have you sign the back of this here. This states that I read you your rights and that you understand your rights.
Does it say that on there?
No. But you verbally told me.
So I know that that's what the signature is for.
Yeah, that is what it's for. That's not an admission of guilt or anything like that. Just stating that I read you your rights. Alright. So, as I spoke to your colleagues there, they basically they're accusing you of taking an unknown amount of money at this point, somewhere close to the range of $1,400. Do you know anything about this at all? No. Okay. How long have you worked here for?
Almost 3 years.
Okay, and you've had no other issues like this within the last 3 years, correct? I noticed on camera that you were responsible for going from register to register and taking the money out of the drawer. Is that a common practice of yours? Okay. And what is included in that practice? What do you do? Can you explain to me?
So I am taking the money from the day out and putting new money for the next day.
Okay. And when you take the money out, do you count it or anything like that? So you just count. So how would you take it out of the drawer?
Just take it out, put it in the red or green bag, and then put the next bag into the...
Okay. So you basically just go from each money slot, pull it out, place it in a bag, don't look at it or anything?
Right.
Okay.
I fix it up if I need to, but...
So if it's out of order or something, you'll fix it up? Okay. Would there be any reason why you would roll up money?
No.
Okay. So you wouldn't roll it into any kind of like money roll and then put a rubber band over it or anything?
No.
She didn't put up much of a fight, meaning she knew she was guilty. The suspect denied all involvement in the theft. Little did she know that her denials were futile, as evidence stacked up against her.
So when I was watching the video footage, it's pretty clear that it's what you were doing is rolling it into a money roll, placing a rubber band over it, and then placing it on top of the desk. Why would you be doing that? You didn't do that? Okay. So why would the video footage show you doing that? You see where I'm at here, right? I'm watching the video footage that's unedited from the department store who has no reason to accuse you of this.
I don't know if it's unedited, but I have never done anything like that.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this? Okay. All right. So, Ms. Janine, based off the video evidence and the statements made by your coworkers, I'm going to be taking you to jail tonight. Is there anything on your person that might poke or stick me?
No.
Okay, can you stand up for me, please?
What is going to happen with my items?
They're going to go with you to jail. Okay. Can you take this jacket off?
And when do I get to speak to a lawyer?
That will be after processing. So once you get processed into the jail, then you'll have an opportunity to call wherever you'd like.
So your jacket.
That's their stuff.
This is.
No, the jacket's
Oh, that's all.
yeah.
Okay, the jacket's yours.
Yeah.
Chris, do you mind grabbing that?
Yeah, I got you.
Is there no other pleasant way to do this, like walking out of the store?
Unfortunately, no, because once you're in our custody, we have to place you in handcuffs in case you try to run away. We've had people run away and their head, so it's a liability thing. So we have to detain you like this, unfortunately.
And you guys can walk me out of side doors, I'm assuming?
If there is a side door available, yeah, you can do that. No, so why not? However, our cars are parked at the front. So
I know you guys know the fire emergency doors or whatever.
I've actually never been to them, so I don't.
Especially we don't know how to get downstairs either.
Are you guys able to walk us outside?
That's really embarrassing. They're going to be embarrassed after they are proven wrong.
Alarm go off as well.
And let's see.
That's nice.
Okay. I'll just walk with you. Can one of you guys lead us out?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
With no other way out of the store, she had to walk the walk of shame and embarrass herself in front of her co-workers.
Just make sure there's nothing. Mind just leaning against the car here.
Could you loosen the left side?
Left side?
Yeah.
Is it because it's caught in your hairband, do you think? Or is it... Let me take this. It's okay? Alright. Go ahead and have a seat. I'm going to reach around you and I'm going to put the seatbelt on, okay? Actually, I'll wait because I have a female officer that's going to come and do a thorough search on you. I'm going to drive you to the back over there so we're not doing all this right up front, okay?
In the end, the suspect was charged with theft. Next, we dive into the case of an employee who had been stealing from her employers for over a year, using her undergarments as a clever way to smuggle out the stolen money.
Video surveillance. Okay, about the past couple days while you've been working, doing these buys.
I do so much.
You feel like you're underpaid?
Yeah. Probably makes me look bad. It makes me look that I steal things, but I don't.
On the 14th of September 2022, police officers were dispatched to investigate an incident involving an employee at Plato's Closet. She was accused of stealing over $20,000 from her cash register. Her bosses were already onto her and communicated with the officers to provide detailed evidence and surveillance footage to solidify the case.
Well, how do we prove just because?
Yeah, so she gets on the computer. It's her number. She's the only one that can get in the computer with her number.
And that's why the inventory. That's why I told you about that inventory. If you're willing to do the inventory, the other thing is...
Yeah, I already talked to my people. They said, here's the call data scan, get it, do the inventory.
Okay.
No, I will do it. To get my $16,000 back, I will do it. Okay. All I got to do is an inventory, and the merchandise isn't here, and was still in the computer and never sold. It's fake. It's fake.
Yes.
It's fake. And that I can do.
Yes, we need all of that.
Okay.
What the officers didn't expect was that the suspect had orchestrated an elaborate scheme to pocket thousands of dollars over several months.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Deputy Lippy. Mind if I talk to you for a few minutes? We go in the back.
Sure.
All right, I'll let you lead the way to the office. Go ahead. You.
Oh, dang, I don't have to.
Oh, he doesn't.
That's all right. You can just step out.
Oh, just go up front?
Yeah, around this
Okay.
wall. I'm sorry.
Okay, so anytime I talk to anybody, I read the Miranda rights, okay? Anytime I'm talking to anybody. Okay? So, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, we held against you in a court of law. Okay? You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him present during any questioning. Okay? If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you at no cost. Okay? If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop at any time and request a lawyer to be present. Alright? Do you understand those rights?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I wanted to talk to you because I have video surveillance, okay, about the past couple days while you've been working, doing these buys,
Yeah.
okay? And you take these buys, I see you on camera, taking cash, putting it in your pants. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like we're at a part right now. Just just being honest and helping us do the right thing and figure it out is the best way to move. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We've already been looking at this all morning, so we're not here to get you to tell us everything. We know a lot already, so that's why we're just asking for you to be honest, right? So that's important.
Yeah.
That's how you fix things. You know what I mean? Especially with gambling and stuff like that. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to be helpful because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And moving forward, that's how you do fix things.
Yeah, I just want to fix things.
That's what we want to do too, make things right.
Despite being aware of the facts, the officers attempted to hear her side of the story. However, she squandered the opportunity completely.
I just been having some stuff that I don't want, and majority of it is, I shouldn't be taking money from him. For 2 times I have done that. The other times,
No, have you brought? Where is this stuff that you brought in?
it's already out on the floor, but it's just been 2 purses and a pair of shoes, but anything else,
You said honesty's been a big key
yeah,
here?
I just...
Because I've watched the video surveillance, and you're not bringing anything in the store. You're not bringing
Well, the last, probably I want to say 2 weeks ago, I have been. I brought in 2 purses and a pair of shoes, but for the rest of the times I haven't.
So you would say only twice, am I correct? Only twice you brought in actual merchandise, swapped it out?
Yes.
And for the rest of the times you have done these transactions, you just scam the register to think that there was a buy done?
Yes.
Okay. How many times do you think you've done this in the past year?
I want to say...
A lot of the questions he's asking, we already know the answers to, so that's why we're trying to...
Yeah, I'm trying to think and not lie to you guys.
Yes, we want the truth, because that's all we're trying to do, is just find out what's going on, figure out the truth. And that helps your cause, trust me. All it is.
Say more than 200 times?
More than 200?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Less than 200?
I don't even think it's 200 times, but I'm pretty sure.
100 times?
How about this? How much money do you think you take?
About, I want to say 1,000.
Only 1,000?
Yeah.
Because I have all the documentation. I have paperwork dating back until January, and I see all the, and it's totaling way more than $1,000. You're doing a couple hundred. You're doing $100 something a day.
How much did you take today?
It was 150, I think.
Is that typically what you take in a day?
Yeah, would say.
Is it always over 100? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And would you say that you've done it at least 20 times? So if it's over 100 and you've done it maybe 20 times, that's 2,000 right there, and that's a rough estimate, right? See what I mean? How that adds up. So where is this money?
I have it.
You're saving it? You have it?
It seemed like she didn't regret her actions. If she hadn't been caught, she probably would have continued her scheme.
Like, I should probably look for another job. But it's like I feel bad for him. Like, if I do leave. And so...
What do you think will happen to him when he's sitting here going on now $16,000? No?
He's gonna be really upset.
It's kind of...
It's not fair. I should not be doing that.
Right.
And I take full responsibility and whatever comes with that.
And we appreciate that.
Any consequence.
Is it because he hasn't paid you? Have you been paid?
Oh, I have been paid.
Have you stolen before?
No. I know this makes me look like a stealer, like I'm stealing money, like that's like the most thing you could probably ever steal from somebody. It probably makes me look bad. It makes me look that I steal things, but I don't.
This is why I'm just asking, because there could be people who, I mean, we do this for a living, we can read people. So you can have somebody who does this on a daily basis.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, because if somebody was in front of me and I'm like, "Oh, you stole money," like you're stealing your whole life. No.
But you're having a hard time. Like I said, everybody goes through hardships. We do stupid things. We make mistakes.
Yes.
And
but this is a big mistake.
Right, but at least you're owning up to the mistake.
Yes, and I don't want to label it as a mistake because that's just making me have sympathy for myself. But I do take full responsibility for what I do.
Can I clarify something? You said so now we're up to 1,000 originally. We all agreed there's more than that. You're saying there's 16,000 total, right? And where is that at right now?
I have it with me.
All 16,000?
Yeah.
Where?
In my bank.
In your bank?
Yes.
At this point, they had already passed the point of no return. No matter how much guilt she expressed, she was headed for jail.
I can give him money that I've taken from him.
Where's that at?
In my bank.
You've already cashed from this morning? You've already put it in there?
No.
Where's that cash?
I have it.
Where?
It's still on you where you tucked it on your left side? Or
No, it's in my purse. I feel really bad for doing this.
Where's your purse right now?
In the back.
Okay, well, I guess we can go get that.
We'll all go together.
I just feel really...
Are you willing to take that money out of your purse to give it back?
Right on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm willing to give back money that I stole from him.
Good.
It's just I feel really bad.
I understand. You made a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
No, it is. It's a bad decision, and you still made it though, and I understand why you feel bad.
Like, and it's hard because I worked with him for so long. I don't want to stab him with the heck. And then another thing, I've been having like dental issues. I need $8,000. I have a cyst in my mouth. I'm like, it hurts me a lot. And I needed that money. Like, and sometimes the cysts are not good. Like, I don't know what they do to me, but they make me tired. Sometimes I'm really dizzy. Like, my mouth is constantly bleeding.
I hear it.
I need that money.
We understand why people do things.
To give it all back.
But we learn from our mistakes. We got to make sure we adjust from our mistakes. You're 22 years old. Did I get that right? 21. 21. Going to be 22.
Yes.
This year. We're going back. Like how long would you say you started doing all this? For how long?
Since whatever proof you have.
Well, you know me. I mean, I have the proof. I want you to be honest with me and tell me how long you think you started doing it. When was your first one, do you think?
Like 8 months ago to a year.
Okay. So would you say safe enough to say January would probably be like one of the first times you probably.
But like I
did it?
said, there's times where I've actually had items, but majority of the time I haven't had items.
So out of all those buys from January, you would say, if I'm correct, 2 times was the only times you actually had merchandise of your own that you swapped out.
That I can remember, yes.
Yeah.
At this point, everyone was stunned by the amount she had stolen on that day alone.
All right. This is today's buddy.
Well, yeah, it was $183 is what she said was.
So I want you to go ahead and count that for me.
Good Lord. Holy God. Are you, this is today?
No.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I think some of that is my money, but I'm just
70.
Well,
374.
And how much was stolen in the past? How much did you take in the past 2 days?
Can I talk to him?
To who?
Aaron.
Aaron, she wants to say something to you. She wants to talk to you.
$16,000 you ripped me off. I could be doing good instead. I'm taking out a loan to survive. Because you stole $16,000 from me since January. What did you want to say?
I'm honestly just so sorry. I mean, I don't expect you to forgive me.
I expect you to pay me back.
Oh, I need to pay you back. I don't expect you to forgive me.
I've been good to you. Nothing but good to you. Always treated you as my number one.
It was nothing against you. It was my personal issues. It was nothing toward you.
I believe.
All right. I'm gonna grab your bag. You're just gonna come with me, all right?
Okay. Do I have to go to the front?
I'm not gonna put you in handcuffs. Sorry, but we're gonna walk out. We're just gonna walk out the front door, okay?
Okay.
Watch your back.
In the end, the suspect was charged with felony grand theft.